Hello everyone, welcome back to the workshop. Time again for another Blacksmith question of the day. Let's get right into it. First question comes from Deranged Metalworks. I believe it's Deranged Metalworks. Hashtag Blacksmith question of the day. Thank you for using the proper hashtag. Roy, what are some good projects to do with 1/4 inch round bar? I have some that is around 2.5 feet long. Great question, and that one should be fairly easy to answer. A lot of 1/4 inch round bar can be used for nails, it can be used for scroll work, small scroll work, things like that. You know, kind of think along those lines of like maybe coat racks, you know, like little decorative scrolly bits in for coat racks. S-hooks comes to mind. Lots of S-hooks. You can make a small little forged chain, if you will, not necessarily forged welded, but you know, been around and made a link out of anyhow, maybe like a rivet in it, and just sell a little section of it into a project. Most of the time when you're dealing with 1/4 inch rod, a lot of that stuff's going to be put into, say, meat skewers, it's going to be used as nails, it's going to be used as an accompanying type of element to something else that you have, and not necessarily a standalone project. With that being said, there's a lot of different things that you can do. Just think small, micro. Anything that you can do large, you can do small as well, small scale. Biggest thing I could probably see that you'll use it the most for will be hooks and such. So thank you for the question. Okay, next question came in from Gordon Farmer 2 days ago, as the recording of this video anyhow. I don't know when you guys are going to see it. Might be a month. But anyways, I said, Roy, could you make a compass out of that pitchfork? If so, how? Please? Question mark. The good an answer for that is out of the pitchfork tines. This came in around my little scribe video I made out of a pitchfork. And yes, you most certainly can make a set of, you know, dividers or compasses, as some people like to call them. You can do that, definitely, for sure. You just have to take and remember that you're dealing with a high carbon steel. So again, it's a smaller steel. When you get to making your hinge point, your hinge plate area, it's not the same as setting up, say, a mild steel pair of dividers. Again, I might do that as a video project. That would be a good one. Thank you for the suggestion, at least on that. In fact, that was something that I had thought about. I was like, scribe or compasses? I'm like, the compasses would be difficult. I'll just make the scribe as a video tutorial. But I may just go ahead and do that compasses video if there is enough interest. Comment down below if there's enough interest in that. But Gordon Farmer, yes, you can make a pair of compasses out of that fairly easy. You just have to be careful when it comes to the final finishing bits where you're setting rivets and things like that in the hinge joint. Okay, last question comes in from Levitz Bass 6666. Hashtag Blacksmith question of the day. Thank you for using the proper hashtag. I am unable to get flux where I live. Would salt be usable, or is there something better? So I would highly discourage the use of salt in a process because it's not technically a flux. Fluxes are meant to take and run through a piece, through capillary action, and be acting as a kind of like a cleaning agent. They clean and they wick the scale that's between the two welding surfaces to the outside edges of those welding surfaces so that it can be expelled through your hammer blows and doesn't get trapped in between your two welding planes. Salt won't do anything but probably dirty the weld, and that would be my assumption. Borax is, you know, it's part of boric acid, so it has an acidic level to it, and so therefore it will take and work through that joint, and it acts as a cleaning agent, and that's why we use it. Now, 20 Mule Team Borax, it does have some other added ingredients in it because it's a laundry booster, so therefore it does have some of these additional maybe acidic qualities to it, as opposed to just say like anhydrous borax. It's a little bit different. But in your own country, what has been used to protect things from getting too much, maybe not in your country, your part of the world I should say, you didn't say country, a way of protecting your steel from getting too much oxidization, attacking at its joints. A common method that could have been used in the past is using sand as a flux. The reason for that being is that sand has a lot of silica in it, or it's silicate, and so you can use that sand on wrought iron, and it's kind of an acceptable flux since wrought iron would be brought up to high temperatures anyhow. But you're going to find that very unwieldy when you're doing mild steel or high carbon steel to like mild steel. Again, using sand as a flux is not a great option because you have to bring the piece up to a near welding heat to even get the sand to take and melt, kind of melt on the surface and do its job. You can find borax just about anywhere on an online location and just order it in to wherever you're at, as long as you're not in a country where it is deemed illegal. If it's barring all that, I really don't use flux. I don't use flux in a ton of my welds, and it's not really needed. I've said it a bunch in a bunch of different videos, and we won't go into it extensively here, but it is the fire. You want to take and get a good, clean, hot fire with as little oxygen percentage in it as possible, and you'll bring your piece out, hammer it together quickly, and put it back in. If you keep an oxygen-free environment in the forge that you're working, you won't have a problem as long as you can bring the metal up hot enough to get it welded even without flux. So that's my answer for that. Thank you guys for the questions of the day. Again, if you have any more questions that you want answered on any videos we've been producing throughout the weeks or a couple months or whatever, go ahead and drop them down in the comment section down below of this video. Again, make sure that you use the hashtag Blacksmith Question of the Day, as this makes my job a lot easier to find those questions because they come up in blue. It kind of highlights them on my end in blue, which allows me to be able to see the comment when I'm scrolling through the 4,000 or so comments. That'll help me be able to answer your comment. Anyways, that's it for today. I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit that like button, share it around with some friends. And if you'd like to support what we do here at Christ Center Ironworks, a great way of doing that is check out our website over at blacksmithpdfs.com. And as always, God bless you, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.